Kia ora, I'm David Chester with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news Trump's back down on tariffs came as corporate decision makers concluded that reshoring isn't a good idea. There are a few moves to bolster US-based production. But first today, Fed boss Powell spoke overnight and he focused on the challenges they face keeping inflation under control. He noted long-term interest rates are now notably higher, driven mainly by risk premiums rather than shifts in inflation expectations, while estimates of longer-run neutral policy have also risen. He noted the US economy has changed a lot since their last review and warned that inflation might become more volatile in the future due to more frequent supply shocks, which will make it harder for central banks to achieve price stability. Meanwhile, and maybe surprisingly, American producer prices fell 0.5% in April following the revised flat reading in March and defying market expectations of a small increase. This was the first decline in the PPI since October 2023 and the sharpest drop since April 2020 during the early pandemic period. The retreat was largely driven by a 0.7% fall in services costs, the largest since data collection began in December 2009, and that was due to a 1.6% drop in margins for trade services because businesses are absorbing much of the impact from higher tariffs. PPI is now up 2.4% from a year ago. And American industrial production didn't rise as expected in April. In fact, factory output fell. Meanwhile, housing starts in Canada jumped 30% in April from March, and that was well above what was expected. It was their most since June 2023, and US tariffs on Canadian softwoods is likely making Canadian house building costs lower. Across the Pacific, Japanese machine tool orders rose 7.7% in April from a year ago, but that growth was a slowing from the 11.4% growth in March. But it was the 7th consecutive month of rising machine tool orders there. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.45%, down 8 basis points so far today. And the price of gold will start today at $3,218 an ounce and up $43 from yesterday. But oil prices are $2 lower at just over $61.50 a barrel in the US, and the international Brent price is just on $64.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 58.7 US cents, down 40 basis points from this time yesterday. Against the Aussie, we're down 10 basis points at 91.7 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're down 30 basis points at 52.5 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just over 67.2 and down a net 40 basis points from yesterday. You can get more news about the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Monday.